morning from Preston. It is about 9:15. Yeah, exactly 9:15. We're just getting ready to leave and check out, put our bags in the car, and then we're going to walk up to the university from here and go to the open day. We both had a really, really good night's sleep last night. We were in bed by about 8:30 with our books and the telly and just having a chat on our phones. And then about 10:15 we were like, right, lights out. Beds were really comfortable, really quiet, really, yeah, just a really nice night's sleep. Then we were up early to go down for breakfast, which was brilliant. You know, a hotel breakfast is always fun, isn't it? And Lilia really enjoys it. So we both had a bit of a cooked breakfast and a bit of a pastry breakfast and plenty of juice, and I had some tea. There was a coach load of people arrived, sort of coach load of people my mum's age, and we call that a shuffle. That is the collective term for a group of retirees on a trip. We came up with that with my mum. So there was a big shuffle at breakfast this morning, so everyone was queuing up. It was really nice to see everyone just getting together and chatting. And there were definitely a few other parents with students that were there, obviously for the same reason that we are. So, right, I'm going to stop nattering. We're going to grab our bags and then we're going to go. I've got my vlog from yesterday. I've actually managed to edit and it's currently exporting. I won't be able to upload it, but I will be able to upload that as soon as I get home. Let's go and see the university. So we thought maybe, if you watched, I'm pretty sure we stopped here on the way to Scotland, so anyone who really appreciated scenes from Rugby Services, we're back. We're back on our tour of service stations. We're about halfway home. We've got about just over 2 hours to go. We did it yesterday in a oneer, but we needed to stop to use the facilities this time. We've been having a lovely time. Where did we park? Over there. Listening to Mary Poppins soundtrack. We're on to Mary Poppins Returns now. Yep. Lilia finds out on Tuesday what part she has got in her college's production of Mary Poppins. So by the time you see this on Monday, that's enough time for everyone watching to manifest. Think it. Lilia will be Mary Poppins.
I am.
Lilia will be Mary Poppins.
Not will be, I am.
Manifest, people. Right, let's get back in the car. Underneath the lovely London sky. The children are missing.
Splendid, splendid.
We are home.
This was my present. They left me and this is what they brought back for me.
It said I love Lancashire on it. And it was free.
I really taste it. So you didn't actually buy me anything?
No. Well, we weren't really there. We didn't go to any shops.
I'll give my eyelashes.
Oh, they are super
I
nice.
looked at myself.
Very cute. You've had a nice time, haven't you? You've had a
Prime up
sleepover and a
individuals.
party and everything. We've just walked in the door. Dan's doing dinner. Although we were kind of hoping we'd walk in to dinner.
Well, because you were stuck in traffic, I didn't want to cook it too early. I've just got to warm up the meats and the tacos.
Please tell me.
Everything else is already done.
Please tell me there's something cold and alcoholic in the fridge. Yes, there is. So yes, what was going to be a 4-hour trip, or just over a 4-hour trip, actually turned into just over 5 hours, thanks to our good old friend.
Siri.
No, the M25.
Oh.
Or as Nessa and Gavin and Stacey says, she's a cruel mistress. And she's right. Right. I'm going to go and put my pyjamas on. That's the first thing I'm going to do. You got any wise words for the world?
Wash my hair. I have any wise words for the world.
Yeah.
This is not acceptable.
All Miriam up the road has dropped off our the first of our Macmillan cake orders. Have you had a look at it?
Yeah, it looks really good.
So she does this, we've got to give her some money for it, for charity. Oh, can you smell that? Have a sniff. That's going to be nice after our dinner and nice for a cup of tea tomorrow morning. Might have some for breakfast. Nothing wrong with that.
Cake for breakfast.
Nothing wrong with cake for breakfast.
You would scream at me and I have cake.
No, you can't have cake for breakfast. I can. If I close my eyes, I can still see the M25.
No.
Dan was telling me that he doesn't do well when we're not here, and I was saying how much I love it when I'm in the house on my own.
Yeah, I hate it. I feel very lonely. I feel very isolated. And
oh, Phoebe wasn't here last night as well.
so she ended up going to a friend's for a sleepover because I had football this morning with one of my teams and she didn't want to wake up in the house on her own. So it meant I was in the house all night on my own.
Yeah.
Which is fine because everyone else was happy and comfortable and safe, but I hate it. I don't like it when they're not here. So I watched Match of the Day, I'd had a couple of beers, and I went to bed feeling all sleepy and slightly woozy, and then didn't fall asleep till about 2 o'clock in the morning because nobody was in the house.
See, Lilia and I got into bed at about 8:30 in our beds next to each other. We had a chat, we watched The Wheel, and then turned the light out at about 10:20, and we slept so well. We didn't want to get out of the bed. Great time.
You had each other?
No, I had a bed to myself without anyone snoring or flumping.
Actually, to be fair, I had a bed to myself where nobody was screaming at me in the middle of the night, which makes a nice change, but the fact that I couldn't sleep was the thing that kind of ruined that for me.
I just want to clarify that that's not because I like yell at him.
Yes, you do.
No, not in a conscious way. I yell in my sleep.
Yeah. So if you're not if I'm not being told off during the day, you make up for it at night.
I do yell random stuff. I'm not as bad as my sister. She used to we used to just hear strange movement from her room. But
Ali has woken up from dreams the night before and not spoken to me for most of the day because I upset her in her dreams.
That's not true.
That is true. You've been annoyed at me for a whole day before because of something that happened in a dream.
Anyway,
don't wander off to protect yourself. You know it's true.
The fruit flies are really they're bugging me. They're really getting on my last nerve now. I've cleaned all the drains. There is no fruit in here that they can be attracted. Oh, having said that, there's some bananas. Oh, and I just picked up the bananas and the fruit flies all flew off it. Right, okay. All right then, fair enough. Fine. The bananas then. I'm going to put the bananas... No, I can't put them outside because then something will eat the bananas. I'll put the bananas in something. That's what we'll do. The bananas are now sealed in a plastic bag. I don't know if that will do something to bananas, like when you put them in the fridge and they go black. But it doesn't matter because they're at the stage of needing to go in banana bread anyway. So all they need to do is not be attractive to fruit flies. Yeah, but in my defence, before the bananas were there, we still had the fruit fly issue. And I've been chasing them out, hoovering them up. I've cleaned all the drains. Everything in the kitchen is really clean. I'm just beginning to think that maybe it's because we've had such unseasonably warm weather. Just seen something I need to wipe. That maybe that's what's causing it. I might get some sticky traps or maybe just set out a bowl. I think you can just set out a bowl with water and dish soap and sugar or something. I might do that. I don't know why I'm talking about fruit flies. Let's go through. So none of us watched Strictly last night because Phoebe was at a party. Dan was sitting around feeling lonely. And Lilia and I were obviously in bed at 8:30 watching The Wheel and eating Freddos. So we're going to watch it all together now, which is good because we like to watch it all together. So I'm going to knit a bit on my socks, my Strictly socks, my first pair. I've got a lot of plans for socks this month, but so far none of them have come to fruition, but that's okay. Where did I put my knitting?
Here.
Oh, here. It's here. Oh, that reminds me actually, speaking of knitting, my latest knitting and crochet podcast is up. It went up earlier today.
I'm on the thumbnail. It's going to be super
Dan
successful.
is on the thumbnail and Dan features in the podcast. It's I think, is it the first time you've ever been on the thumbnail of the podcast? I don't think you've been before. But he came on and did some modelling for me. By the way, do you notice when I shut this door, look? Such a smooth, so there's a thing at the top here. Like here, it's like a little roller thing. I don't know why there's a roller thing, but that's how the door shuts. It's an old, very old door. And it was sticking, and Dan and I both said, oh, we need to fix it. And then unbeknownst to me, he put WD-40 on it, but I didn't know. And then I came home and put olive oil on it. And then we were both congratulating ourselves on how brilliant we were at fixing the door. And then realised we both fixed it. So now it's really smooth. Really? But neither of us know which of us actually did the good job.
We both did.
Yeah. So
2 different types of lubricant.
It's well lubricated. And I am now going to be lubricated with my looking.
Nice segue.
Thank you. But I feel like I've just been all segues.
Apart from the bug thing.
Apart from the bug thing. That was terrible. I apologise for that. Let's watch Strictly. To do to finish the vlog, but I just realised that the lava lamp is on, so perfect. See you tomorrow.